everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. This is a super easy Route 66 classic, Southwest classic. It's called a chili size. You might know it as a chili burger, but I grew up in the Southwest and we called this a chili size. I'm going to give you a little background history on why it's called that. I can't wait to show you how this all comes together. Today I'm going to show you how to make a family dinner that's all in one skillet, and it's a chili size. Now, I'm going to share with you where that name comes from a little bit later when we serve it up, because I think you'll kind of find it interesting. It's kind of hilarious to me why it's called that, but I grew up in the Southwest, as many of you know, and chili size is a staple all along Route 66, the American Southwest, California, Nevada, New Mexico. We never questioned why it was called that because it was just called that. It's called a chili size. When you order a chili size, you know that you're getting a open-faced hamburger smothered in chili, and then you can top it however you want: cheese, onions, jalapenos, and it goes on from there. So that's what we're going to make today, only we're going to make it all in one skillet, kind of like I'd make my pizza burgers, and then we're going to serve it up on some really nice potato Kaiser buns, and we're going to use Rick's homemade Woodsman's chili. That he made a big batch of this last week and I stowed it in the freezer, and we're going to use some beef and pork patties that we're going to fry up, and we're going to start cooking these up. And we're just going to go ahead and start cooking off these burger patties. My local Walmart has started selling these burger patties that are a combination beef and pork, and we tried them and they're delicious. They have really good flavor, and they're just really very nice. Now, I always poke a hole in my burger. You guys, if you've followed me for any length of time, you know that. It's so that the burger cooks more evenly and doesn't end up looking like a golf ball. It doesn't puff up in the middle. It actually gives it a place to shrink into so that it remains a flat patty. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sear these off. I'm probably going to drain some of the fat, and then we'll come back and we will commence to making our skillet chili size. Alright, our burger patties are all ready to go, and I seared them off really good. I was really surprised that there was hardly any fat that came off of these. In fact, I had to add a little dab of vegetable oil to the pan before they finished cooking.
It's still dry.
And it is still dry. I'm really surprised. I'm actually kind of impressed. So now what we're going to do is we're going to, very much like when I make my pizza burgers, we're going to chili size these burgers up. I'm going to add chili to the top of each one. And like I said earlier, this is Rick's Woodsman's chili. Rick makes excellent chili. You just want to make sure that your burger patty is covered. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my pan down to medium, and I want to make sure that the bottom of the pan here is covered. And then when we serve up, we'll make sure that everybody has a nice portion of chili to go along with their burger. This is going to be served open face with both sides of the bun. Mostly, I don't remember ever eating the top, but it's just really delicious. Now I'm going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes on medium heat, and then we're going to come back and we're going to cheese it up, and then we're going to serve it up. Alright, our chili has simmered for about 5 minutes and our burgers are almost ready, but we need to put some cheese on the top. And just like when I make my pizza burgers, I simmer them in the sauce and then I put mozzarella cheese, but this time we're using a blend of cheddar and Monterey Jack. We're going to let that melt, and then I'm going to bring you back and I'll fix you a plate, because I know you want to learn a little bit more about what chili size is all about. I promise you're going to love it. There you have it. Chili size, ready and waiting for you to enjoy. As you heard me say earlier, chili size. Why is it called a chili size? Well, I'm going to tell you why it's called a chili size. I did a little research. Now, like I said, I grew up with this, and that's just always what we called it. I never questioned why. I just called it a chili size. Now, once you hear why, you're gonna understand why. This harkens back to the 20s. So Tommy DeForest was and this is from an article on Quora, and it's written, Tommy DeForest, a local restaurateur, claimed the invention of the chili size in the 1920s. His specialty was hamburgers, so he looked for a way to make a different burger for his diners. As legend has it, he had a few ladles that he used to spoon the chili into bowls. When a customer wanted straight chili, he used a large ladle and the order was served. On the hamburger, however, he used a smaller ladle, calling that hamburger size. The ladle was hamburger size. And finally, he came up with a variation, serving the larger amount of chili over an open-faced burger and then covered it with cheddar cheese and chopped onions. This open-faced sandwich was henceforth referred to as the chili size and sold for a whopping 20 cents as opposed to the chili burger, which was sold for 15 cents. Soon, people all over Los Angeles were asking for a chili size, or sometimes ordering just a straight chili in a bowl as a bowl of size. By the time Tommy DeForest closed up his restaurant in 1958, the chili size was a popular item all over the West Coast. That may sound like such a simple thing, but so many of our colloquialisms and the things that we just grew up calling certain things, that's where they grew out of, you know. So it's nothing special. It's called a chili size because that's the size of the ladle that he used for the chili burger. So there you have it. Mystery solved. Now you know, because inquiring minds always want to. And that kind of solves that mystery. I just love learning where our traditions come from and where our food history comes from. And so when I can incorporate that into a video for you, that's all the much more fun for me, and I hope it is for you too. Do you want to give this a taste?
If I have to.
Well, you already know what your chili tastes like, and there is a bun on the bottom here, and I serve the burger on top of that, and then the cheddar cheese and the chili, and we'll give Rick a little bitty taste here so that he doesn't. There you go. How is that?
Oh, wow.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course it's good.
Like the back to 3 worlds.
There you go. Got it all. So that's how you make a chili size, and that's what the chili size is all about. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider hitting that thumbs up button. If you are new to my kitchen and you happened over to learn how to make a chili size, welcome. It's always a pleasure to welcome new friends. Please be sure and hit that subscribe button, and if you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, please be sure and hit the bell notification button, because we don't want you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you try making a chili size sometime soon, and I hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.